Good morning. I'm Karen, this Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So I was just recording and I stopped it. I was like, good morning, and I hope y'all are having a great Sunday. And I stopped because my phone started talking back to me. I hope you're having a happy Sunday too. It was kind of funny. Um, I thought, oh my God. I even have it upside down. I don't have any apps open or anything. It was weird. So I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to use the Barbieri Tarot today for the reading and the Radiant Wise for clarifying. Let's see if there's anything strange that's going to happen. That was the weird, it scared me. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know today? Current situation. Oh, two fell out. I'm going to use them both because it's interesting because we had the Fool yesterday anyway. Six of Wands with the Fool. Present influence. Queen of Pentacles. Future influence. Six of Pentacles. What we don't see. King of Swords. He was in the unexpected yesterday. What's unexpected? Oh, Three of Cups. Challenge. Empress. Strength. Oops, that was upside down. Interesting. I'm going to leave it because I just fixed all of these cards. Yesterday after the reading, I went through because some of them were upside down. So I went through and I made them all right and shuffled them up. And that one came out upside down. I'm leaving it for right now. And where does this lead? Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands. And Wheel. I like that. What is the advice? King of Cups. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. It's interesting with the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and what we don't see. It feels to me like this part of it's intellect. There's something intellectually here, but it's really mixed up with other things. We have pentacles, we have wands, we have cups, we have swords, and we have majors. We really have everything. I mean, only one sword. 1, 2, 3 majors, 2 cups, 2 wands. Oh, there's 2 swords, 2 pentacles. Interesting. 1, 2. Isn't that? Anyway, this is like, yeah, so I'm finding that very interesting because it's a very much a mix. Even looking at the majors, because they're kind of spread out too. It's like not heavy in anything. So I feel like yesterday, and it could have been the day before, but I feel like recently we've had the Two of Pentacles about balancing things. We do have the Six of Pentacles there. So maybe that's what this is about. But I feel like with the Queen at the bottom of the deck, overall, this is an intellectual thing, maybe something that you've been trying to start or working on. It's goal setting to me, like this is where I want to be, this is where I want to go. And I feel like it's kind of with the Fool and the Six of Wands in the current situation, that feels to me like you're headed exactly where you want to go. Then the Queen of Pentacles in the present influence, is really speaking of what's influencing you is that you are successful, right? Your successes that you've had, whether you feel like you're successful or not, but the new beginning has to do with what you became successful at. But I also feel like with having this Queen of Pentacles and the present influences, this is driving you. So this influence, it could also be even if you're not focused on your successes, you want success. You want to be in a position that's successful. This does not have to be a female. And I don't necessarily, I'm not getting a feminine or masculine energy either. So it's just the persona of the queen is very much stability. She takes care of things. She's very successful. Success comes in a lot of different ways because to me too, the Queen of Pentacles in history has been about the home. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're the CEO or it's talking about just successful in what you do and that you've reached. And I feel like this, for some of you, it's a goal, and for some of you, it's a kickstart. Like, this is where I'm at, this is what I can do. And I feel like because of the Fool and the Six of Wands, there's something here that you've gotten recognition on, and it's helping kickstart you too with this Fool. Let's get into it. Let's just jump in. Let's do this. Now, with the Six of Pentacles in the future, I'm feeling there, this is where it feels a lot like work to me, because there is this working together feeling with the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So let's clarify here. So looking at this Fool, and again, this is a new beginning. And I think with the Six of Wands here is either you're recognizing it that it's a new beginning, or maybe you're having a new beginning due to recognition. And I'm feeling for some of you it'll be either way. Now, the reason this too, the Queen of Pentacles being in the present influence, again, having the influence of success, whether it's your current successes or leaning towards I want to be successful, which I'm getting a both. Like, maybe you are successful, but you want more, or just maybe a promotion, is if this is work. Maybe you want to level up even in your relationship or your home life. There's something here about I want to reach a higher goal. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the present influence. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here that, you have worked really hard to bypass this. Something in the past that just didn't feel right. The Seven of Swords, it felt sneaky. And the Six of Cups tells me it was from the past. And the Eight of Pentacles is you working past that. So this is now like, no, you know what? I'm done with trying to hide or pretend. I am going to master this skill. I'm going to work really hard. That is the work you're doing to, like I said, that wanting to succeed, that success is coming from hard work, but it comes from you making a decision of, I don't want it to be, I don't want to hide anything anymore. I want, it's almost like being true to yourself to some degree. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So we've got the Fool with the Six of Wands. Can we clarify the current situation with those two cards? Just clarifying the position in itself, because I like the Fool there though, because, and with the cards following too, I mean, everything looks really positive. Tell me about the Fool with the Six of Wands, please. Oh, I like it. There's that Six of Cups showing up again. We've got the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and Six of Cups. So, well, and I think we talked about this yesterday with the Chariot, like taking the bull by the horns and just moving forward. I feel like you've moved into a situation where you've had to work really hard, right? With this Seven of Pentacles, and then the Six of Cups comes up, and as you're like understanding that you have to take, instead of waiting with the Seven of Pentacles, you want to get that Chariot feeling back, and that's the Fool, and that's the recognition piece of this, because you don't want to keep going back to will it work, will it work, will it work, because you feel like you're going in circles. If you're doing the Seven of Pentacles, in other words, doing the work and waiting, you're done with waiting. I'm not waiting to see what the the outcome is. I'm just going to go do it. And that's that Full energy of just trusting. And that's what you're recognizing, is that you just need to trust and need to go for it. And I feel like that's what these cards are saying. Oh, let's keep going. Six of Pentacles and your future influence. So this is the feeling of working together with somebody, or having, so in this deck, if you see the Six of Pentacles, he's got that machine on his back and he's flying. If you look in the booklet with this card, and I specifically remember this one, it speaks of, I'm flying. Look at me, I'm flying. But I couldn't have done this if I didn't have this backpack, which was built by other people. So it's about working together. So it's kind of like a Three of Pentacles in a sense in this deck that's saying, it's about working together. It's about putting, strengths together to be able to do this. And I feel like this is you actually, kind of seeing that and who that there's somebody that has lifted you up or several people or a team, and that has helped you to do better. And I feel like this, it also pushes you. That's what I'm getting the feeling too. It's like, okay, now I've got this help, and I've had all of these things happen, and now I've got to take advantage of that. And I feel like that's what this is happening here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles, please. And I actually really like the energy. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Queen, King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, which is then interesting because we have the Three of Cups up here in the unexpected. So I feel like there is a team thing happening here, but there is this Six of Pentacles is a new opportunity. I feel like that it could be coming from this person, or this person is involved with this. And I feel like that this Six of Pentacles is celebrating. It's celebrating what everybody has done, this group or this team or this couple, because it feels to me that very much not just one person here. It doesn't necessarily mean relationship, but it does definitely mean team. And we just have the King of Cups here, and the Fool right after that. Got the King of Cups over here. So let's keep going. We have the King of Swords and what we don't see. I feel like, again, this is something you don't see. I feel like someone has their eye on you. It could be someone you know. It could be someone you don't know. It could be work. It could be love. It could be friends. It could be a neighbor. I mean, it can be anyone. But I feel like they're watching you, and they're watching you not in a creepy sense. So like at work, they're just watching the work that you do. They're paying attention to what you do and what people say. And they're, if it's at home, they're really watching, like it's an admiration or watching you to select. Like for work, it would be like, would they be good in this position? Or that kind of feeling. So I feel like it's not creepy, but I do feel like that's what this is. And again, yeah, it's not creepy. Now, I mean, someone could be watching you online, absolutely. And again, I don't. If someone is being creepy, this is not that person. Okay, so this is not a creepy thing. This is the King of Swords is very intellectual, and if they are watching, they're watching from an intellectual standpoint. They're not watching from, like a devil or a sexual or a thing like that. This is very much, or creepy in any way. This is very much saying, like, looking at where you could fit in a situation, whether it be a romance, whether it be in work, whether it be even at home or at church or, wherever that is. But there's definitely someone wanting to select you here for something. Um, Again, it's not creepy. Tell me about the King of Swords, please. Yeah, Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Hangman. Yeah, I think they're watching the decision that you're making here. So there is something with the Six of Swords about not being, in a good place. And it could be this person, and they're trying to make a decision on what to do next, which would incorporate you. And that it could be, this could be someone because they're looking at this situation differently now. Because I feel like there's something here where either you walked away from a situation or they did, and they're making a decision on how you would fit, looking at the situation differently. So, and it could have been not even realizing that you walked away, okay? Because this is, again, in what we don't see. So there is something happening where I really feel like this opportunity, we had the Ace of Pentacles, there's something happening here, but I feel like you don't realize that someone really is watching you. The Three of Cups is in the unexpected. So the Three of Cups here too is like this is a really good partnership. And again, if you ever get this deck, this Barbieri deck, it's fabulous. The meanings are different and they're really refreshing to read. This one is, like she's speaking of her friend who is really kind of, he thinks he can do this and that, and he messes up, but he's always there for me. So it's really about, you know, seeing. I feel like there might be someone. It could be this king. It could be someone else that will come in unexpectedly, but it's someone that you really admire, and they admire you. And it's friends, it's work, it's something, but it's kind of sweet in the respect that this would be you just someone you don't expect to be there for you. Um, but I do feel like this feels a lot like work, but it could be anything. So for those of you too that are having a relationship with someone at work, this could definitely be there too. But again, there's so many different cards here. There's intellect, there's love, there's passion, there's all of the things. There's the pentacles, so there's a lot of things. Tell me about the Three of Cups. A Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this could be someone that comes in and wants to make a commitment about a situation. Again, going back to that Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, they've seen what you're doing, and I feel like this is going to surprise you because you're going to get an offer. Like this is like to me, this is like someone coming in and saying, "Yeah, I'm excuse me, I've seen what you've done. Working with people, and I've seen like you're really successful." And this is committing to that. And it could be someone coming in to commit to you or asking you to commit to something. Um, whether this is a project, whether this is a relationship, whether this is, even bigger, like promotion or something. But I do feel like that. Here's the deal: the Empress is in the challenge, so there's something here that it may be really hard in this situation for you to be able to take care of yourself. So there's a little piece of you that's wondering, how am I going to take care of myself too? So, or you feel like maybe you'd be doing all of the work. And so there's just this little, and I don't feel like it's big. Okay. So there may be a question saying, with this person, will I have to be this step up and will I be um, taken care of? That's the challenge, right? Being taken care of, or you taking care of yourself. Tell me about the Empress. It is the three. Tower, Death, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like with the Tower there, and the Death, that there's a situation that's changed, and even if it's for the better, there's still a part of you that's looking at it and saying, "What about me?" And I don't feel like it's selfish. What about me? It's like just making sure. And I feel like it's stuck in your head a little bit. You don't want to make sure that you're going down a rabbit hole or the wrong path. So you're just really, this is just something that you may have to overcome or really look at, in a deeper way. With the Seven of Swords upside down in the strength, I feel like there has been a release of sneakiness. So whatever the situation is that's happening here, that's growing, that you're being recognized for, and with the Fool there's something new. Um, there was something in the past with the Seven of Swords where you felt like maybe um, you weren't being, you somewhat was hiding something or not being honest or someone was being sneaky. Well, that's gone now. So part of maybe, and I'm using my intuition here, part of the sneakiness was the waiting to someone watching you, right? The King of Swords or someone, this energy, the sneakiness, they couldn't tell you. because something more is going on and they didn't have it all panned out. And that's what's releasing, and that's the strength, is that you're going to understand that. And I feel like that's why it's in the reverse. It's the release of, I normally don't read reverses, so I read them as I see them. And that's how I felt when I laid that card down. It's like it's letting it go. Um, Definitely letting something leaving, the sneakiness leaving, understanding something better. Or you're letting it go and you're not letting it hold you back anymore. Because if you were like not trusting somebody, you're just going, I can't do this anymore. It's killing me, or not killing you, but in the sense of it's just on your mind too much. Where does this lead? It leads to the Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands, and then the Wheel. And this is something new, a new beginning, right? Ace of Cups with the Nine of Wands. Now, I think as it begins, there's always that feeling of, can I keep going? Can I do this? This is that little space anytime we start something new where you second guess it, you second guess yourself, that happens to most people. There's going to be that, oh my God, can I really do this? And it's fleeting. And I feel like with the wheel there, it you're going to keep moving forward. So even though that Nine of Wands is there, it's only one of those feelings of, can I keep going? And that's normal, right? It's a normal. I feel like that's very, well, all of these cards, daily readings are pretty fleeting. But I feel like that Nine of Wands is just that one second guess. And these all could happen within a day. Like, oh my God, and then oh my God, and then okay. Because anytime something new comes in, it can be a little bit, you know, push you back a little bit. Go, oh, can I do all this? Okay, so tell me about the Ace of Cups, please. Wheel, Four of Wands, and Temperance. So this is a new beginning, and this comes from something moving forward. Again, with that Four of Wands, I do feel like a celebration is coming in. But I feel like, too, this could be a conversation again. This new opportunity with the Wheel, with the Ace of Pentacles that we had earlier, the Fool, this is the Ace of Cups is the energy of something moving forward, moving into a new time. And you are definitely celebrating this. And I think what the Ace is actually is about, with this temperance, is being balanced emotionally. I feel like there is definitely, this could be a person for some of you, but some of you, it's a new beginning for yourself, like a new celebration within yourself. Some of you, it will be a new relationship with this person that comes in with this Three of Cups. Because I feel like the Four of Wands could be that same type of energy, and the Wheel being, I feel like it's new, right? It's leveling up in some way or another. But there's definitely that feeling of, emotional balance. I'm not going to clarify that Nine of Wands. I think it speaks for itself pretty well. The Wheel after that, what does the Wheel tell us more about that? Now that's just moving forward. I love having the Wheel there. Because Wheel is also destiny, and when I see it at the end of the reading, it's almost saying like this situation is going to take you for a little bit. It's just like almost having the star there as well. What is the Wheel, please? It's also like the next, like having that kickstart to the Wheel. Tell me about the Wheel. Nine of Pentacles, Star, Strength. Yeah, you've had to be you've had to work hard, and this is about your dreams and working hard. And I feel like the strength is paying off here. Your subtle strength that we had, and we had the strength in the reading yesterday. And I do feel like there's something here about subtle strength really paying off, and things are going definitely in the right direction. I love that the star came up. That's awesome. We have the King of Cups as our advice. You know me and the King of Cups when it comes into advice. Go with the flow here. Allow yourself to not try to control too much. It's not saying don't ask questions. It's not saying don't be curious. It's saying not to control it. Allow yourself to float a little bit with this situation. If you try to force it any which way, it may not happen the way you want, the way it should happen. So it's really just asking you to kind of go with the flow, be kind, be empathetic to what's going on. Um, you know, don't, I think it's just stay in, I think that's what it is. It's just kind of like take this situation. If this resonates, take this situation with you, like, and go with it a little bit. Because I feel like you'll know if this is going to be worth it or not. You'll know. It won't take that long. You'll know. Um, so let's pull a couple more cards. We're already into this reading. Yeah, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, the Sun. So that's good. Like you've had to stand up for yourself. Absolutely. I think the Two of Cups in this case is you have searched for that. Like it goes the Seven of Wands is the standing up for yourself. The Two of Cups, she's facing that. Now, the Two of Cups in this deck is more not about a relationship as much as it is about finding yourself and kind of finding the right partner. And I feel like this Two of Cups is you taking an emotional moment and saying, yeah, I'm not going to keep fighting and feeling like I always have to stand up for myself because ultimately it brings in the sun, which is definitely the happiness and the joy. So this situation is really, I think, going to really help you. Now, this could be taking the next couple weeks to go out, but I feel like this is super good. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you liked it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.